Hello, this is Centennial Hall, room 3106, and I'm going to give you a quick rundown on how the classroom technology works. Up here at the teacher station, in the middle of the desk, is our touch panel, and that's going to control just about everything we need here in the classroom. If the screen is black when you come in, it's just because it's in its screensaver mode. The touch panel is always powered on. You might just have to touch the screen to bring it to life. Then there's a little button that says press here to begin, so I'll go ahead and press that. And it's going to give me the option of using the projector or not. I'm going to go ahead and choose yes, and that's going to bring the screen down, and it's going to power the projector on. Now that process takes about a minute, so while that's happening, I'll go ahead and show you the light operations here in the room. We have light controls right on the side of the touch panel here. On the right-hand side are our 5 different presets: lights on, lectures with the whiteboard, and lecture lights without the whiteboard. Theater lights to bring all the lights down for viewing something on the screen, and then the lights all off button. There are also switches next to both doors in the room, and you can reach all the presets right here on the control unit that's actually in the wall. So you have lots of different options to control the lights. The next thing I'll mention is that every room has a wireless microphone. The wireless microphone in this room is just right behind the keyboard here. I'm going to go ahead and pull it out. And then I will turn it on using the switch on the top of the unit here. And now I have a nice wireless microphone system to reinforce my voice in the room. When you're all done using that wireless microphone system, make sure and click the power off on there, because the batteries will drain even if you're not using the microphone. Okay, so it looks like everything's powered up and ready to go. So now I can choose what I want the students to see on the screen. And the way I do that is to come over to my touch panel, and up at the top of the screen here are our source select buttons. Right now, PC is selected, and so anything that I do on the PC will show up on the screen. In order to log into the PC in the room, make sure you're using your 8.4 username, and that you use your UWL Net ID in order to log in, and that's going to get you onto the computer here. The next thing on our list are our 2 laptop source selects. The first one is our normal laptop. The second one is our HDMI laptop, and you'll choose those based on your own individual laptop that you have. Both of the connectors are right here in the desk. Everything you need to connect your laptop is right here. There's also a power source right inside the little cable cubby here, so you don't have to rely on your battery. You can plug right in. My laptop uses a VGA connection, so I'll go ahead and plug that in, and then I'll plug the audio cable into the headphone jack, and that's going to get my laptop ready to go. Then I come over to the touch panel and I press the button labeled laptop, and that's going to show my laptop up on the screen. Now if your laptop does not show up right away, you can hold down your function key and press F8, and that's going to give you the different options for how to display your laptop. I have duplicate selected, which means that whatever I'm showing on my screen also shows up on the external projector there. So you might have to adjust your laptop in order to get that set. The next thing we have is a Blu-ray, and the Blu-ray is going to be our DVD player here in the room. It plays regular DVDs and Blu-ray DVDs. It's located right on the left-hand side of the desk here. You can use the front panel controls if you want. Otherwise, right here on our touch panel are all the different controls that you might need. Your play, your pause, and different menu buttons. There's also a little button that says full screen video if you want to have a little preview of what you're showing there before you get it ready. I'll click back to get out of that. So then anything you want to play on your Blu-ray, you go ahead and do that. And then the volume gets controlled right here with this little volume wheel. And that's going to be what we use to control any of our sources. Whatever is selected is what's going to be shown, or be heard, on the speakers. So if PC is selected, you'll use the knob to control the PC volume. If Blu-ray is connected or selected, you use the knob to do the Blu-ray volume. The next thing we have is our document camera. It's here on the left-hand side of the desk. The power button is in the back of the unit. I'll press that button. The green light will blink for about 3 or 4 seconds until it's ready. Up here near the camera is our zoom wheel and our other controls. There's an auto and a manual focus. You'll want to keep that on autofocus unless you're doing something very active underneath. And then I select document camera on our source select there. And then anything I do on the document camera after a couple of seconds to get together, it will show up on the screen for us. The last thing I'll talk about is our auxiliary connection. If I click that auxiliary button, it's going to give me two choices, S-video or composite video. And those are just the different connections that we have down here in our cable cubby. Whichever one your device uses, you can go ahead and plug it into there. Like maybe your iPod or your MP3 player, you can use your cables and plug it into there and then select which thing you're going to use, and then that display will come up onto our system. You'll use the regular volume control, and you'll use the control on your device itself to control the functions of that. On the left-hand side of our screen here are just a few other things that I'll mention. We have the projector power if you wanted to power down the projector for some reason. And we have a video mute button, which will mute the video but not power the projector down. And that's something that you might want to use if you were going to use the whiteboard in the middle of your class. You can mute the video and then use the next button to put the screen up so that you can get to the whiteboard, and then unmute the video and put the screen back down so that you don't have to go through the whole process of starting the room all up. There's a mute button for all of the microphones, and this help button here will give you the name and phone numbers of the Academic Technology Services staff. Give us a call anytime you need something, and we'd be happy to help. The last thing I'm going to mention is that on the bottom right-hand part of our screen here is our System Off button. This is very important, as once we hit the system off and power down, it's going to power the projector off and bring the screen up, and that's going to save the life of the projector bulb for us. So once again, if you have any questions or concerns, please contact the Academic Technology Services staff.